So I've been slacking these last couple days, well, yesterday anyways, just recording vlogs. Yesterday I went back into Calgary. I had a meeting at Kalani, their head office, with the guy who hooked me up with that cooler. It was just too big for me, that cooler. Really worked really well, phenomenal cooler, but I just let him know that just with the space that I have, and you know, I'm basically a single guy on the road right now because I'm by myself. I didn't need that much room in my cooler, and I just had a lot of empty space, which was making the water melt faster, basically. So we made a deal, and I'm gonna help him out with some social media posts. I've already got a couple in mind. I'm kind of already thinking. My brain's already my brain's already working away at what I should be, what I'm going to post. We hit the road a little late today, which is okay, right? You know, nothing wrong with that. And I think I'm going the wrong way. Anyway, I'm going the wrong way. Fucking guys, yeah. It's a van just following me around. Anyway. I think he's lost too. What did I do yesterday? I did that. Had a meeting with him. That went good. Was there for like a couple hours just chatting and getting to know him. And he's a really nice person. Really good vibes there. Love what they're doing. You know, was kind of cool to see his backstory on like how he came to be where he was. And it was cool because, you know, when people work in through their passion, you can see it. And he's done like everything. He said he's done HVAC. He's tried, what did he try? He said he tried window washing, but he cannot deal with the heights, because I was talking about ironworking. And he's like, I don't know how you do it, but he's like, I tried to window wash once with my friend, and he's like, I couldn't go over the ledge. He's like, I just quit, basically. So he's done that. He's done HVAC. He's worked everywhere. Where else did he work? He worked as a salesperson for I think it was Mercedes-Benz or BMW. One of those two. I think it was BMW. And then he jumped over to finance manager, and he was just too honest to be a finance manager, I guess. He just wasn't into ripping people off, to do with undercoating and things like that. And apparently, I guess Mercedes-Benz, I'm gonna have to put you down because there's cops next to us. I don't want to get a ticket just because I'm talking. But apparently Mercedes-Benz, they kind of, not really, I guess kind of scam people, but into getting coating sprayed in their into the bottom carriage, so it protects it, even though they come with like a pretty decent coat already right out of the factory. And I guess they make a pretty good profit off of that, on selling people that when they don't really need it. And he was just too honest for that job, which speaks a lot about his character, right? That's someone you want to do business with. That's someone you want to have in your life. That just shows good morals, that people do have good morals. And there are companies out there that want to just not have that, and they just want to make the most profit as possible, which isn't wrong, I guess, in a way, because it makes them money and they keep open and they keep you know, if you keep feeding families. But if you're not doing it out of good causes, that usually comes back on you, karma, right? That does come back somehow, some form, some way. What you put out comes back, and it's just what it is, right? Like, it's just how life is. And some people don't realize that. Some people never realize that, which is kind of sad. But yeah, that's just the world we live in, which isn't right sometimes, you know. But that's just how it is. I still haven't had a chance to get to, like, I've uploaded the videos to my laptop, but I haven't had a chance to actually sit down and like create my first vlog. But all the videos are on the laptop. I just haven't been able to get to it, which is okay, you know. I'm not trying to push myself. I know I'm learning with this one. This is a big learning lesson for me, and yeah, even just picking up the camera and talking and just showing you what I did. And then after that, I went to a sports recovery complex. They have a gym there, they have track, they have basketball courts. This thing's massive. It's pretty cool, and it was actually like literally like not even 5 minutes away from the first Airbnb I stayed at in Calgary. Like, if I would have known about this place, I would have went there a couple times. But this guy that I know from the powwow trail, he told me about it. He's like, man, you should come with me. And then I messaged him, and then he didn't get my message in time. And I guess he was already there. And then, but he sent me the address. I went there, and they have a cold tub. It's like, I think it's like 6 degrees or whatever. It's cold. You know, you jump in the water and it's cold. You know it's cold. And so I would do that, sitting there for a couple minutes, jump in the hot tub, jump back in. I did that a few times just to help relax my leg muscles, because my quads took a very brutal beating in the past weekend on that concrete floor. And it's my water bottle rolling around. It took a beating, so I did that a couple times. Cold, hot, cold, hot, cold, hot. Then I went into the cold tank, and then I went into the steam room for a bit, and it was just packed in there. Like, I was just standing. It wasn't very, very fun. So I was standing up. Didn't really like that. I was only in there for like maybe 5-10 minutes. Got out, went back into the cold plunge. I was there for about an hour, and then I got out. But I felt phenomenal when I got out, though. Like, I just felt really tired and really relaxed. So I eventually got to my hotel after some complications with my maps. The hotel that I booked here in Calgary, for some reason bookings.com sent me to the other side of Calgary when I was already in that area where I was already at. I was literally like 5 minutes from my hotel from the sports complex. I don't know why it sent me to the north side of Calgary. It's been kind of acting up around here for some reason. But everything happens for the right reason. I don't know, maybe something happened or something went on, but I went to my hotel room. I finally watched that movie Prey. That was a pretty good one. It was on Disney Plus. Watched Prey. It was really good. There's obviously going to be more because of the way they ended it, which is kind of cool. I like that. It's kind of cool to see some people that I know in there. There's actually another traditional dancer that I dance with sometimes. He was in it. He was in the movie. It's kind of cool to see him in there. Just to see just all Indigenous people in it. I thought that was really cool. Still waking up a little bit. And then this morning in the hotel room, I had to roll out my quads. And my quads were just so tight that I tried to even put a little bit of body weight on it, and they were just so tender that I had to like literally like sit there with my foam roller and just roll these muscles out until they were like loose enough that I could actually lay on my stomach and then just put my inner quad on the foam roller. It just helped a lot better, and now my legs feel like 10,000 times better. Like, just they feel more relaxed. They feel not so tension. And like driving, let me fix that water bottle. But it was standing up, but it falls over. But when sitting for long times, right, my knees will start to hurt if my quads are too tight, right? Because they're pulling on the knee. Like they're so tight that they pull on the knee, and they're trying to push the knee out of whack, that my knees will start to hurt. Like, and I know my body now enough that knees are hurting. I know my quads are super tight, like they need to be rolled out. And so I did that, and my knees feel way better. Like my quads feel better, my knees feel better, like everything feels better. Like, if this person really wants to speed, like, go ahead, man. We're in Alberta. Oh, he's a BC driver too. We're in Alberta, and Alberta has a law where they can actually give you tickets for. There doesn't have to be a physical cop there to actually give you a ticket. They can just, like, say you're driving through a light and you're speeding through the light, even if it's green. The camera will take a photo and you'll get a ticket in your mailbox for speeding. And obviously they don't know that, but I'm already doing like 9 over the speed limit, so if they want to go faster, that's okay. I usually do that when I leave the cities because they don't really have those in smaller towns and on the highways. But yesterday, coming back into town from Strathmore, where I stayed last night, or the night before, sorry, Sunday night, there was a lot of cops on the highway. A lot of people pulled over. So I don't really feel like getting the ticket today. They can go ahead and get a ticket. I'm not going to stop them. They can live their life the way they want it. So we're off to Sioux Valley today. So we will be getting into Sioux Valley tonight. Oh, next one. I don't really like Google Maps, but I like Google Maps because you can download the map. So when you're away from Wi-Fi, you're not using your data, which I like because I don't like wasting all my data just on maps, you know. But I don't like it because it's, I don't know. It always kind of sometimes, well, not always, but sometimes it will steer me in the wrong way. It's just kind of sometimes confusing on what they want you to do when you're following them. Just giving you mixed signals. Yeah, we're on the road now. We're heading to Sioux Valley. That's going to be exciting. Yeah, had a good shower, watched Prey last night, got a good sleep. I wanted to get up at 7:30, but my body was just like, nah, man, you need some more sleep. We've been hitting the road pretty hard, lots of hours driving and traveling, still hitting the gym up and all that stuff. And then just that concrete floor took a lot out of me. It just took a lot out of my quads. Just the way my style of dancing, anyways. I like to stomp the ground, so I had to kind of change my style up. But I still stopped a bit, you know, when I kind of got lost into the song, just what I was doing. Yeah. So I'll pick you up in a bit. I got to charge the battery. I will for sure pick you up in a bit. I'm charging one of the batteries right now as we speak. So I will have one full battery and I'll have another one charging. Yeah. Where are we? We are still in Calgary. Calgary's kind of a weird, like, I don't know, just their layout of driving is just so weird. I'm not a big fan of it, just the way they have everything laid out. But we're leaving anyway, so yeah, pick you up in a bit. So we're just pulling into Regina. We just right by that stadium. It got pretty hot. Like it was around 36 degrees earlier. Had to slow down because of course my vehicle overheated again. I don't know, I just didn't like that heat because I was doing 130 the whole time, and then it just all of a sudden got really, really hot out. Like it was like 36 degrees Celsius. So I don't know what that is, Fahrenheit, whatever it is. I don't know whatever it is, Fahrenheit. But yeah, we were had to pull over, put it in neutral, put the emergency brake on so it didn't roll. And then what I ended up doing was just leaving it in neutral because the fan will kick in and the fan will pump. It'll pump the air out. And it's pretty cool because there's a big storm going to happen here. Big thunder, lightning storm. Boom, boom, boom. see it up in the... That's my interpretation of my lightning storm. But yeah, we're in Regina. We're only like 2.5 hours out now of Sioux Valley, which is kind of nice. I'm going to stop, get some food at one of my favorite spots that I came here when I was working. I think it was like 2016, before I was even powwow dancing. I was out here in Saskatchewan working at a potash mine, building a new potash mine called K+S, and we actually wouldn't work on we wouldn't work. I think this is the road I'm gonna turn. We weren't working on Sundays, so we would have the Sunday off, and then this is the road. We would just come. They would have buses that came in, and then there's also guys that lived here in Regina, so sometimes we would come in, and they were staying in the camp too, because it was like an hour out of Regina, and we would hit up some places to eat and just go in town, get out of camp just to relax a little bit. And there was this really deadly I think I gotta go this way. I don't think I'm on the right street. Yeah, I gotta go one down. But I'm just kind of going off by... There was this really good pub that had this really good food. Yeah, this is the street. Really good pub, really good food, and haven't been there since then. Hopefully it's still there, because the pandemic, right? The pandemic... I know that I traveled this year, and there's been a few spots where I really wanted to go eat, and they closed down because of the pandemic. Like, the pandemic just shut them down. So we're downtown Regina right now. Boom. Regina is just a small little city, but there's this place, and we overcame it one time. My friend Mike and I and another guy. We're looking up. We were at the... Where were we? We were at the mall down the street, and this pub was right here, like right down the street from the mall. And yeah, there's some phenomenal food. They had this really wicked... Like, I'm not a big cheeseburger person, like a burger person, but they had this really wicked, like, macaroni buffalo. I can't remember what it was. It's like a macaroni grilled cheese burger thingy they had going on. And it was super good. And then we went back another weekend, and they had a different special, and the food was just good again. And like the food, like every time I went there, the food was just phenomenal. Like, so I'm hoping this pub is open still. Oh, I'm just gonna run a yellow light. I ran a yellow light. It's okay. I'm from BC. Oh, and I can't turn left there. Dang it. Oh, that's a one-way street. And here is the moment of truth. Oh yeah, it's open. It looks like it's open. So it is on Hamilton Street, and it's just right up there. I'm trying not to get pulled over by the cops or anything, but yeah, it's this pub right behind the Brewed Awakening. It's actually a really good coffee shop, the Brewed Awakening. When did I come? Actually, I lied. I came back here in 2019, pre-pandemic. Regina had a powwow, and we came here and we hit that place up. Pavel came with me, and Pavel really liked it too. He's like, dang, this place is really good, actually. I lied. So I remember I did come back, but the pandemic, I'm not lying about that, the pandemic has closed down a lot of places, which sucks, right? Like, there's a lot of good food places, and yeah. We're kind of down in the hood. Hey, that looks like a lady I know. It's kind of funny. Yeah, that looks like a lady I actually know, my friend's mom. That might even be her. That'd be funny. She'd be like, what the heck are you doing here? Just run into her randomly. Just waiting for a ride. I'm gonna see if that is her. That looks like her. But I haven't seen her since pre-pandemic, so yeah, we'll see if that's her. That'd be funny if that was her though. I'm gonna go pull over there. But yeah, we're in the parking lot now. I'll try and bring you in, see what it looks like, and yeah, I'm gonna run over there and see if that's her, just to say hi. And she'll be like, what the heck? But I'll bring you in. I'll bring you in this time for sure. I'm gonna bring you in. Regina's kind of a rougher city, so I kind of gotta hide some of my stuff so my windows don't get broken in. But I'll pick you up in a couple minutes. So it's pretty busy in there actually, like really busy. So I had to sit at the bar and sit next to someone. So I just didn't want to pull my GoPro out and start talking to myself. Still kind of, you know, a little shy when it comes to that vlogging. I know there's people out there that just don't care and they just vlog, whatever, right? But yeah, I sat there and had some food. I got to get more windshield wiper fluid. Look at that, man. That's just bug heaven. I ran out of windshield wiper fluid just outside of Regina. It was awesome. So the food was good. I was kind of confused because I remember they had a feature and it's grilled cheeses. So it was funny because I thought it was their special on the thing. It was a feature. It said beef burrito. And I was like, oh, I'll get that. Okay, I got a beef burrito, right? Oh, I better turn that off or I'll get flagged. I was like, yeah, I'll get the beef burrito. And then they actually, hold on, I'm gonna put you back on the stand so I can talk. And took it off the little stand so I could talk. And then I didn't even talk anyways because I didn't want to pull my phone out and be weird, or no, my GoPro, and be weird and talking to the GoPro next to this random lady. She was just sitting there by herself. Just sitting there. There's a bunch of people at the bar just sitting there by themselves. I tried to swing by and see. I was trying to see if that was my friend's mom. I didn't get a chance to see because by the time I got there, she'd already been gone. So I was like, oh, maybe that was her, and then I just didn't realize that. Like, I don't know. Maybe I forgot. Shoot, I was gonna message her on Facebook and ask her. I was like, hey, were you at the Ramada Inn just recently? Pretty sure I just saw you. But I forgot to. So when I go get some gas, I will do that. There's gas stations down the road. I got that. I thought it was a burrito, and it was grilled cheese burrito. So it was like bean. It was a bean or a beef taco grilled cheese. So that was different. It was actually pretty good. Like I mowed that down pretty fast. I think I was like in and out within like 15 minutes. I don't know how good that is for the stomach and that digestion. See, I can't talk with these Invisaligns on properly. See, because it keeps hitting the tongue on the end of that thing. These little two bumps on the inside where they messed up on that imprint. But yeah, so far a good trip. No, I don't see her. I don't see them. But I know they live out here, so I wouldn't be surprised if that was her there. And we really got to get these windows cleaned because just look how bad that is. I can barely see. So I'm gonna buy some washer fluid for sure, and then I'm gonna buy some gas for sure. That should take us all the way to Sioux Valley because Sioux Valley is 3 hours away and they got a gas station there as well. Yeah, that was some phenomenal food, yo. So I was talking to my friend about maybe upgrading this vehicle next spring. So I'm gonna save up 10 grand, probably 10 grand. Sell this Night Runner for 15 grand. I'll put it on the market for. I'm pretty sure I'll get it, you know, like I put a lot of work into it. It's been reliable. It's been really, really reliable. It's good on gas. I just, with the Theo cover, I don't think it's liking that. I'm pretty sure it's not liking that extra bit of wind resistance that's happening there. And we're gonna actually stop right here. There's a petrol can right here we're gonna stop at. I like to hit up petrol cans because I got a Petro Points card Then also my bank that I'm with Royal Bank. They are also linked to my card. So when I use my card there, I save 3 cents a liter. And then I also get the points, which when the points all add up, like say I can go in and I have like 30,000 points, I can get free gas. So that's a win-win-win-win. Free gas, extra money on the savings. So that's why I hit up Petrocan. So we're gonna wash these windows because they're bad, and we're gonna hit the road. And I will pick you up in a little bit. Okay, I promise I will. Okay. So we are 10 minutes away from Sioux Valley. It is 1:34 in the morning, so I'm pretty tired. It's technically like 12:34 in Alberta because I changed over to Eastern Standard Time. Oh, there's a random cat. Weird. Just seen a cat on the side of the highway. Today was kind of interesting after I left Regina. Right around Indian Head, it's called. It's a little tiny town called Indian Head. Yeah, it's kind of racist, but yeah, that's a town. There must have been an accident or something because the highway was stopped dead. Like a bunch of traffic with their four-ways on. Semis just stopped, and I sat there for like maybe 3-4 minutes. And then I'm like, hey, maybe there's back roads. So I went and looked up on maps, and I found some like back roads, dirt roads. I'm used to taking dirt roads, as you know now. Took some dirt roads around, and it only added like an extra 5 minutes onto my trip, maybe 5-10 minutes. But we went up and around, and we went through. It was literally just right outside Indian Head. It happened. This whatever, I don't know what happened. Something happened there, an accident. There was police there. There was, yeah, you could see sirens going on. You could see police there. Police were present, and there was an ambulance there. I don't know what actually happened, so I didn't really want to stick around and find out either. Just for them to maybe turn us, like detour us, like what I ended up doing anyways. And then, yeah, I just stopped in Moosomin, got a little bit of gas in Moosomin, and I messaged my friend, told her like 20 minutes from our meeting point where she's meeting me, because most reservations don't have addresses, so she can't really tell me exactly where she lives. They just kind of have to show you, because for some reason in Canada anyways, reservation houses don't really have addresses or numbers, just how it's been. So we are 7 minutes from the meeting point. I'm just meeting her right off the highway. Sioux Valley has a gas station, a Petrocan. I had to stop at Moosomin and use the washer. Just had to use the washer. Couldn't hold it any longer. And the 7-Eleven was kind of weird. Like I gassed up, had to gas up outside because the guy wasn't even around inside. I went inside, he wasn't around. It smelled like fire. Like it smelled like there was a forest fire kind of in the area. I think there's a forest fire around here somewhere. And yeah, and then I went in to use the washroom, and the washroom was just gross. Really, really gross. No paper towel to wash to dry my hands. Anyway, and then like the whole time I was in the store, and that like the door came, I went off, and no one even came out. That was kind of weird. Went to the store, used the washroom, and like the whole time I was in the store, no one was around. I don't even know if the guy was in the back or what, like, but I didn't see him. So I don't know, maybe he was tied up in the back. I don't know. I'm just tired, and I don't want to stick around and find out if he's okay, or I don't know. We should have, but I'm just so tired. I just want to get there. I've been driving all day, and that's what happens when I'm getting near the end of my destination. And for some reason, I thought I was like further away. Like I thought I haven't been out this way. Like I have, but I haven't driven out this way since 2019, right? So for some reason I thought Sioux Valley was on the other side of Brandon. I thought I went Brandon and then I went Sioux Valley and then Winnipeg, but I was wrong. And it's Sioux Valley, then Brandon, then Dakota Teepee, and then Port something, and that's right outside of Winnipeg. So when I saw that, I was like, still 110 kilometers from Brandon. I'm like, what the heck, man? But my GPS was saying I was like really close. I was like, what the heck's going on, man? And I think it's because I'm tired too. Just want to get there and kind of just relax and sleep. And yeah, I was just like, what the heck's going on? But I figured out that it was me being backwards, and it's been a few years since I've been out here. So we are going to be pulling off here off the highway in 4 minutes. My car hasn't overheated yet, and I've been doing 130 the whole way basically. Like I'm doing 130 right now on cruise control. Because if you see the highway, this is basically what you're driving now. Like straight. The odd time you'll get a corner or whatever, right? Like, but it's mainly just straight like this. So my light bar is nuts. Like this is without the light bar on. That's how bright it is. But that's with the light bar on. And that's what I drive with at nighttime. I have a light bar. It's right in the front of my ride. Super bright, and I can just see everything. So if there's an animal or something, like I'm ready to, like, I'm good if I see an animal. Like I've seen some. I don't know. I gotta maybe I'll do that this week. I gotta check out the dash cam, because there were some weird animals I saw when I was going to Frog Lake. I don't know if it was because I was tired or whatever, right? But there was some weird animals that I kept seeing on the road. And I saw that big owl and all that. I'm like, maybe it's just because I was tired, or maybe there was these animals. But anyway, yeah, like that's what's nice about having this dash cam and this bright light bar. Like it saved me a lot, because I'll show you my high beams. Those are my high beams. They're not that very bright, honestly. And then that's my light bar. So like, look at that. There's that. Like, that's like night and day. Like, yeah. This light bar has really been a blessing in disguise. It's been really nice to have. I haven't really used it since getting this, but yeah, like we're basically here, so we're gonna be pulling off. That's the gas station up there. See that bright light up there? That's the gas station. We'll be pulling off the highway here in a minute, and maybe she'll be there waiting for me, my friend. So then she'll take me to her house, and they have a bedroom for me, which is nice. So just relax and sleep and get a good night in, get a good sleep in. So I'll pick you up tomorrow. I'm going to be too tired to just talk tonight, so I just wanted to jump on real quickly before I get there. So I'll pick you up tomorrow sometime, and I'll let you know some updates.